Hello, and welcome back to Midwest Charge. It has been a little while, but we're back. Things are looking up and up, and we're going to go visit some IONNA stations. Mainly, I am interested in checking out the IONNA station under construction in Columbus, Ohio, but we're going to go ahead and visit the completed station in Reynoldsburg, which is just a little bit east of Columbus. And we are also going to drop by the Springfield, Ohio station. Not because we really need, well, I guess we do. That's why. Not because we need to do a site review or anything, but because the car is an 11% battery, and we will pass that station at 7%. So, seems like a good place to stop, as good as any. Probably better than most, actually. And, yeah, I'll see you there. We are approaching the Springfield, Ohio IONNA Rechargery at Sheetz. For some reason, my phone's exposure settings don't seem to be quite right, so it looks not so bad in the photos, or in the video, but we got some pretty ominous clouds here on the horizon, and that is the first time I have ever seen FSD mess up on version 13.2.8 or 9. I am extremely glad that I managed to catch that on camera, because there's no way I would have been able to recreate that. Wow, okay, so interesting. It completely mistook the wide shoulder for the exit lane. That is a first. Anyway, maybe we'll analyze that more later or leave it be, but like I said, we are about 0.2 miles out from the IONNA at Sheetz here. And we got some pretty ominous clouds on the horizon, so I'm going to try to get out, get plugged in, and get rolling to Columbus as quickly as possible. Man, this car is just struggling today. For some reason, it gave me a lane departure, or lane departure warning there, even though I was not departing a lane. So let's go ahead and check this out. Looks like the canopy is still not up. You can kind of see the chargers. Oh, well, yeah, not anymore. But you could kind of see the chargers a little bit in view there. They're an awesome, like, teal and orange retro colorway. Looks like nobody else is here. So we'll just mosey on in. Pick a NAX plug, since they do have dedicated NAX plugs here, and then we'll check things out and move on. Okay, so our next stop is going to be 4375 Alum Creek Drive. That is the construction site for the second Columbus IONNA station that they're going to be building. We did, what is this, 219 watt-hour per mile here, which is a little on the high side, but not too awful. And I was going a bit faster than I usually do because I got a lot of places to be today, and I'm not even entirely sure whether I'll be able to make all of them before midnight. Oop. That wasn't good. Can't quite twist it one-handed. It's a bit of a thick cable there. Make sure that's, yep. Okay. 1A ready. So we'll go ahead and present a payment method. 36 cents per kilowatt hour seems very reasonable to me. It is my understanding that this is like early access membership pricing, basically, and they will do something similar to Tesla and Electrify America soon, where the stations here will have some kind of membership, and you'll be able to have like a monthly fee that you pay, and you get this discounted charge pricing. Very similar to what Tesla does for non-Tesla vehicles on the Supercharger network, and what Electrify America does for non-Volkswagens, I believe. So I can hear the power electronics going, so let's go ahead and take a look. All right, we are already up to 8%, pulling 220 kilowatts. Let's see, charging detail, my favorite screen. We have 369 volts here, 600 amps, just going flat out at everything that the charger can give, because Teslas are lower voltage and higher amperage. I think 680 amps is the absolute peak you'll see on this long-range rear-wheel drive Model 3 at a supercharger. But 600 amps, I mean, we're getting 220, 221. That's pretty close to 250. So I will take it. While it charges up, because we only need to be here for like 3 minutes, if that, we're going to go ahead and take a look around. So there we are on NACS 1. That's a pretty sweet bike. NACS 2 over here, 2 more. Then we got 6 plugs, all 36 cents a kilowatt hour right now. They're doing variable pricing per site. So this site is 36 cents per kilowatt hour. I want to say the Reynoldsburg, Ohio site is 39 or 40 cents per kilowatt hour. I don't remember. I've been there once before, but like I said, I don't quite remember. All right, so we're looking at a 750 kVA transformer here serving all 10 plugs that we've got. So that seems a bit low, but having watched some recent videos with various IONNA people and some of the out-of-spec videos recently, it seems like they're just kind of grabbing what they can get their hands on, putting stuff in the ground, getting things up and running, and then finishing things up, optimizing, adding canopies, that kind of thing later. So we've got, what else have we got in here? All right, well, that's not ideal. Looks like some kind of communication hardware here. Got some local Ohio power cabinets and power distribution right here. So I am going to make my way out of here now, because I'm pretty sure, like reasonably certain, that they don't actually want people walking around back here. So there's one more. There's one more shot. There's the meter right there. 277, 480 volt. All right, let's get out of here. So let's take a look at where we're at. Active sessions. We are already at 22%, still drawing. Oh, we just crossed below 200 kilowatts. So it seems to be really falling off a cliff here. This cable feels extraordinarily warm, actually. It's very warm. It's far warmer than expected. I have not felt a NACS cable quite this warm at an IONNA station before. So I wonder if there's, you know, this feels like maybe a cable cooling failure. Because there are parts of this that burn to the touch. And it's only been, let's see, 4 minutes. Yeah, this is not the car. I'm pretty sure this charging cable, because right here, if I hold this section tight here, it burns my hand. So I'm pretty sure we've got a cable cooling failure or something going on here. This is quite strange. But let's go take a look at the car real quick. We're up to 23% battery. You can hear the fans are going, but they're not quite at full speed. They're pretty close, but they're not quite there. So what do we got here? 25% charge rate limited by charging station. Interesting. All right, so this has got to be the first hardware issue I've had. These are generally extremely reliable stations, and still, I'm using the words hardware failure. And I want you to keep in mind, 160 kilowatts. I want more hardware failures like that. All right, this is most definitely the station. We are only at 28%, but we are all the way down to 112 kilowatts. I'm gonna let this continue until we hit 30% battery, maybe 35. Yep, that's burning to the touch. Need to stop doing that. In the meantime, let's see if we can find a way to contact IONNA. Customer supports. Perfect. All right, I think we're gonna give this a try. So I just walked around the car. I saw the white Tesla light. I was a little confused, so I came back over here. 29% finished. Please unplug the connector. Connector damaged. Please retry with a different connector. This is amazing. If every charge point operator could have such clear messaging as to why the charge session stopped, it would be incredible. This right here, this is top tier. I wish every charge point operator can implement this. Amazing communication. Does it suck that the charger is, that this particular handle is broken? Yes. But This makes the process just so much easier to understand. And I think my car has now locked the cable because I waited too long. Now, I just unplugged it, and it looks like it went back to green, which is interesting. So if I click exit, still shows green on the status. Interesting. All right, well, I think we're going to give this number a call and let them know that 1A is having issues here.
IONNA transporter locking coordinates. Beaming you up to a live operator now. We appreciate you reaching out to IONNA, your trusted partner for EV charging. Please select from the following support options. For charging-related assistance, please press 1. For questions regarding an IONNA market or amenity, please press 2. For general questions and all other inquiries, please press 3. Thanks for calling IONNA. We are charging communities by recharging people. Please stay on the line. Your call is important to us.
Thanks for calling IONNA. This is Adrian. How may I help?
So I am at the Springfield, Ohio IONNA Rechargery, the Rechargery at the Sheets. And connector 1A, I believe, is broken. It seems to have a cable cooling failure. So I plugged in my vehicle. It charged for about 4 or 5 minutes, and then the cable got burning hot to the touch, and it showed an error on screen saying that cable was broken. But I wanted to call because once I put it back, it relit the status of that stall 1A back as green. So I just wanted to let you guys know in case it wasn't showing up as broken on your end.
All right, I see. Just to confirm, Antonio, this connector is on fire. Are you safe right now?
So no, sorry, I am safe. It is not on fire. The liquid cooling.
It's burning.
So the liquid cooling on the cable has failed, and so it's not able to charge the car.
All right, so thanks for confirming that one. Let me just confirm again. The liquid cooling on the connector was failing. That's the reason that your session got interrupted. Am I correct?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm so sorry earlier. I thought the connector is burning. Sorry.
It's all good.
And thank you for confirming. And I'm going to escalate this concern to our customer service specialist who will address your concern in one business day. So let's start with some important information.
Okay.
Also, may I just confirm as well, Antonio, are you still trying to charge your car here?
No. I charged up enough before the session ended. I was just calling to let you guys know that there was a problem with that particular stall.
I see. Yeah. Thank you for reporting this. It will help us improve our network more. So yeah, let's go ahead with some basic information here. Antonio, may have. Alright, thank you. And may I have also your phone number in case you get disconnected?
Absolutely.
Alright, thank you so much. Okay. And just to confirm, this is at Springfield, Ohio, right?
Correct.
Do you have the zip code by any chance? The address? Again?
I can probably find the address. Let's see. So... Oh, yeah. So it is 1751 Titus Road, Springfield, Ohio, 45502.
Thank you so much. And we appreciate you sharing your information, and it will be used to assist with your requests. So, would it be alright if I also send you a quick survey after this call to gather your feedback on the support I provided?
Sure.
Alright, thank you. So, your contact details will not be used for marketing purposes. Keep an eye out for a survey and for one of our specialists to follow up within one business day in regards to this issue. So, is there anything else I can do to assist you aside from this, Antonio?
Nope, that was it.
All right, and thanks for calling IONNA Customer Support. Antonio, have a good day. Goodbye for now. Take care.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. You too. Goodbye.
All right, well, that was an interesting call. I think I may have given the representative there a little bit of a scare. Nothing was on fire. Nothing was ever on fire. Things got warm, but nothing ever started melting or anything of the sort. But yeah, I do like that they have a easily accessible phone number printed on all the stations, buried in the menus for the people like me who miss the fact that it is right there on the station, right up front, in between both plugs, in plain view. Yeah, the wait time wasn't too long. I think it was about 90 seconds, maybe like 2 minutes. But overall, it was pretty good. The support, they didn't seem to quite understand what my request was. Maybe IONNA has a policy of following up with people when they submit maintenance requests. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out in one business day. I'll be sure to include that in the video here. Alright, here we are at the sheets. You can see here it's a right turn, no left entrance. You got to go all the way down to that traffic light, turn left into the business park, go all the way to the end where there's a dead end, turn left, and then come in this entrance or the other one that you saw on the other side of the building. Alright, so it looks like this is the back of the sheets where they are going to be placing the IONNA station. Interestingly, it looks like we're looking at 1, 2, 3, and 4 stalls. So that's going to be 8 plugs, which I believe is on the lower side. It's my understanding that they've talked about trying to average at least 12 plugs per location. So that makes me wonder a little bit, because this is a rechargery is my understanding, because it's a rechargery at Sheets. It looks like we've got 2 NACS plugs there. It's kind of hard to tell, but that's 2 NACS plugs, HYC 400. Actually, we'll get back to that in a moment. We've got, looks like, probably a lot of equipment for construction here. We will not be doing a site review of this particular stall. There's a familiar brown fence right there, and that's probably got all the hardware. Most likely a 750 kVA transformer, but I'm not gonna jump fences and find out. So HYC 400 here with 2 NACS cables. This is probably going to be stall 1. At least in the stations I've been at, they tend to label the NACS stations with lower numbers. So station 1, station 2 here has 2 CCS handles. And then station 3, we've got 2 more CCS handles. Station 4, 2 more CCS. So, unlike their typical goal of 12 plugs, it looks like we're getting 8 plugs, and it's more of a 25-75 split for NACS versus CCS implementation, at least for these initial rollouts. You know, cables can be replaced. It's not that difficult. So 2 NACs, 6 CCS, compared to their typical like 40-ish%, roughly 40-60 split that they do with, you know, say 2 stations or 4 plugs with NACs, and then 3 stations or 6 plugs with CCS. Yeah. One thing that really impresses me with this rollout is IONNA seems to be moving incredibly fast and keeping a relatively high standard while they're at it. You know, sure, this is only quote-unquote 8 plugs, but when you look at other major CPOs, Tesla, for example, still has 8 plugs as their site minimums. The location is pretty close to the highway. The amenities are great. You know, you've got a Sheetz right here. You've got a Donato's Pizza right on the other side of the property there. Easily accessible portable restrooms. So yeah, this is the new site. Hopefully we'll see a canopy coming to this one. You can see, if you just go through the fence again, you can see there's a little square pad there, and another one there, and another one there. So I am hoping that that is the foundation or the location where they would be putting the support beams for a canopy. I guess we'll see. All right, well, looks like we're going to be seeing a smaller station than most here, but 8 plugs is still nothing to sneeze at. You know, EVgo is still putting in 4-6 plugs at most of their highway sites. Electrify America still is, I think they still have a 6 stall minimum, which means Tesla and IONNA are the only like major CPOs that are doing 8 stalls minimum as far as we can tell. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Like I said, the amenities are awesome. That's one thing that I really appreciate about IONNA is the NACS plugs and the amenities. I really love the seamlessness and the ubiquity of the Tesla supercharger network, but when it comes to finding a place where we can stop and the whole family can get out and we can use the restroom and grab some snacks and get going on the road again, not many supercharger sites can really compete with the suite of creature comforts that IONNA is putting together in conjunction with all of their sites. All right, well, that was pretty cool to see yet another station in relatively close proximity to the Dayton Columbus area in Ohio under construction. Now we are, man, I love the acceleration of this car. Now we are headed over to the Reynoldsburg, Ohio IONNA Rechargeries. So we'll get to check it out at night, see how the amenities are, the location, and yeah, just pretty much do a site review. See you there. All right, we are at 9% battery, so I'd say we did pretty well in the last charging stop. As you can see, some more IONNA stations. Go ahead and snag 2A here, get it plugged in. Okay. It's showing as blue, but it won't let me actually. Doesn't seem to do much of anything if I press the connector. Odd. All right, well, let's unplug. And it's locked into the vehicle. Unlock it. Turn the cable to its place. Man, I'm just not having good luck with IONNA today. Looks like this I don't know. Maybe it's just the payment terminal that's bricked, but since the payment terminal is responsible for selection, all right, sure, 2% payment, and it disappeared. Let's go ahead and reopen that. Said thank you, so we'll grab 2A, authenticating, plug it in. They're not quite as easy to plug in as the V4 handles at Tesla Superchargers, but they're not too bad. Feels a little easier to handle than CCS. Initializing charging session. Hang tight. We're making sure all systems are a go before we power up, and I can hear all kinds of clicking and stuff going on. All right, 9%. Let's go ahead and watch this ramp up real quick, and then we'll check everything out. Boom, 600 amps. Gotta love it. All right, welcome to the Reynoldsburg, Ohio IONNA Rechargery. Like I said, we've got 6 charging stalls here, 12 stalls, 6 stations. I don't know the correct nomenclature as for that. Let me know in the comments what you prefer. But great amenities. Let's check it out. We have trash cans. We have squeegees. We do not have paper towels, but that's okay. I personally never really use them, but maybe they'll stock those, maybe not. I'll have to check that out. I'll have to keep an eye on that. We got CCS 3, what's that, CCS 6, NACS 2, NACS 5, NACS 4, or CCS 5, CCS 4, NACS 2 and 1. Got the Model 3 charging up here. These are all pull-through, which is very cool. Lots and lots of room here. I'll back up a bit so you can get a sense, right? These are parallel parking spaces. There is the Model 3, so lots and lots of room to maneuver. Oops, stepped into a giant puddle. Get a trailer in here. Maybe not a huge trailer, something longer than 30 feet. You might have some issues, but yeah, little car trailers, horse trailers. That's the word I was looking for. So, love this canopy. I absolutely love the fact that you've got the IONNA branding on the corner there, just like a gas station. Makes it very recognizable, easy to find. Yeah, just such a cool layout. Yeah, I really enjoy seeing sites like this that so closely resemble the experience of a gas station. So let's go ahead and check out the power electronics over here, and then we gotta see what's going on in the building. So fire department emergency power off, stations 1 through 6. Presumably that is, holy moly, yep, that is a rather large red button or something. I feel like it's probably not supposed to be open. Seems like maybe it is. Don't know. Seems like the kind of thing you wouldn't want to leave open, but we're just gonna crack that shut and let that sit. So as you can see, a lot of these stations, they're just now coming online. Lots of stuff is not quite buttoned up, but most of the way there. We've got some kind of power conversion hardware for the Alpitronics. We have what looks like a 2000 kVA transformer. So this station is probably set up reasonably well for handling 12 vehicles at once with, almost just about, 2,000 kilowatts, so 2 megawatts of power. Great canopies, extremely well lit. I absolutely love how incredibly well lit this area is. It looks like it's daytime in here, and as you can tell, it's 10 o'clock at night outside. But yeah, just love how lit up it is. You can see here, scan here for Reynoldsburg Rechargery access. You are 1 QR code away from restrooms, snacks, and a space to recharge yourself. So you can see it seems to be locked up here. So I am going to give this QR code a try and see if that is our door access. Okay, we're going to take our chances and see if it is possible to navigate this menu with a flip phone. So we'll go ahead and scroll down. Okay. So I think we want to click press to unlock. Interesting. Door is currently locked down. All right, so I'll have to check. They might have like business hours or something for this this indoor lounge area. That's a bit of a bummer. I was really hoping to get access, but that's okay. It does say open 24/7, 365, so I might give them a call real quick. Just 7 minutes in, we are up from 9% all the way up to 37. We have tapered down to 148 kilowatts at 37, 38%. Totally normal for this car. We are not thermal throttled this time, so things are looking good. Okay, so it looks like they have actually closed the lobby temporarily for maintenance. I went ahead and gave them a quick call, and somebody answered almost instantaneously. I apologize for having to talk very loudly over the emergency vehicles going by here. But yeah, so I have actually been in here before. It's quite nice, pretty well insulated in terms of noise and temperature. They have restrooms, I think 2 right there, 1 men's, 1 women's, or something like that. They have 2 restrooms. They have some cool little lounge areas to sit down, hang out. There's power outlets down there. And then they have a vending machine for snacks and water. And they have some like work tables over here that give you a bit better an area if you're just trying to hop on your laptop and get some work done. There's also these little 2-person chairs. Really nice area. We'll have to come back sometime and check it out since they are closed for maintenance. So for some reason, we're just I don't know. We're just running into all the issues, which is funny because I've been here, like I said, once or twice before, and every time I've been to an IONNA station, it has been flawless, seamless, and incredibly fast. Until for some reason tonight when I turned on the camera, and then we've had nothing but just weird things. No problems. I'm not going to call them problems because we were able to get charging every single time, and we got really good speeds every single time, which is a far better experience than any time I've ever had hiccups with Electrify America or other CPOs in the past. But yeah, just little weird things like cable coolant failure, lobby's not available, the payment terminal here got stuck for a little while, so just weird things, but overall still even in its degraded state, if you will, still a far better experience than I've had at many other stations. Fantastic. The location is great. The canopy is awesome. The lighting is incredible. The Wi-Fi is fast, and the chargers are rock solid. All right, well, we've got ourselves juiced back up from 9 to 57% in about 15 minutes and 30 seconds, so pretty solid charging session. Like I said, I was a little bit bummed we couldn't go in and check out the lobby, or the lounge, I think is what they call it. But, maintenance happens. They're moving really fast and trying to get everything working as quickly as possible. So it's understandable that there's going to be some little hiccups as they, try to get into their stride and continue just pushing at an absolute breakneck speed. It's a pretty solid experience. I really look forward to incorporating IONNA into my road trips when, fingers crossed, they start adding more stations to the I-75 corridor along with the I-95 corridor. It'd be pretty cool. Hopefully we'll see that soon. All right, well, that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for tagging along with me as we went and we checked out. I don't know if you can hear that. This is like the 5th emergency vehicle that has driven by. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully, whatever call they're responding to, the people are okay, but it's crazy. Okay, so thanks so much for tagging along as we checked out a couple stations. The Springfield station, the station under construction in Columbus, Obetz, Ohio, or Obetz. I don't know. Again, if somebody's from the area, let me know. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. And then the Reynoldsburg, Ohio station that we're at now. Overall, it's been just a relatively smooth experience. Again, even with the issues we had with the broken cable cooling, with the payment terminal not wanting to work properly, it's still been smoother sailing than most charging stops that I have when I venture outside of the supercharger network, and certainly way better amenities than when I'm traveling on any network. So makes me excited for the future of IONNA and the competition increasing as more and more EV chargers roll out. This is Midwest Charge, and I'll see you in the next one.